So there's 4 3mm screws in total, 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. Let's go ahead and get them removed. Once you have these 4 screws removed, what I like to do is lift up the trolley handle and then use this to pull on it. Now with the trolley handle removed, the top cover assembly is held on by 8 3mm screws. So let's go ahead and remove those. With those screws removed, we can go ahead and lift the cover off. Now keep in mind that there's going to be some cables connecting the cover to the wheel. So make sure when you lift up, you can come in here and there is a white clip for you to, a latch for you to release, and then you can pull off the head of the cable.
The first thing that I do is remove the front handle. So the front handle is held on by 6 screws, 3 on each side, and they are 4mm head screws. Now there's 2 on the front and 1 on the side. With those 6 screws removed, we can go ahead and remove the front handle. Now keep in mind that the logo light will be here as well, and then it'll be left hanging. That is okay, but now the front handle is removed. Now if you ever need to replace the logo light or the buzzer, they are in one piece, one in the front, one in the back, and they are both connected to this metal bracket. So what we're going to do is we can go ahead and release these plugs. Now both of these plugs do have a push pin, so you can either press it with your finger or you can press down on that indent to release and pull apart. Now in order for you not to mix them up, they do have the separate heads on them, one female, one male, and that way you cannot screw it up. So to remove the buzzer, there's these 2 screws on each side, or 1 screw on each side. With those 2 screws released, you'll be able to lift it up. And then there's this plastic clip that you'll need to pull the screw out and remove the plastic clip to release the 2 from each other. And now you have the buzzer free. And this is how you replace your buzzer. Now in order to release the logo light from the bracket, it is also held on by 2 screws. And we're going to grab our Phillips screw head and remove it from the bracket. Now this is how you replace your logo light. When installing the new logo light, you're going to grab the bracket and your 2 screws and your Phillips screwdriver, and you're going to secure the 2 screws behind. Now you're going to grab your buzzer and we're going to install it with the cable facing downwards so they're both on the same end. Now we're going to install the 1 screw first on the far side. And then with the other side, we're going to attach the wire bracket, wire clip. Make sure they're both in place. And then the screw that we're going to use is the one with the plastic or with the metal washer. And this will make sure that the cable stays in place. With that ready to go, we can put it back on the wheel and plug it in. So here we have the female and male. There's no way to screw it up. And we plug both of those in and we're good to go. Now we can tuck this cable behind and we're ready to install the front handle. Now to install the front handle, we're going to grab our logo light and buzzer. We're going to make sure that the wires are fed so they don't get pinched. Now there is a slot here in the front handle. So this is where the logo light goes. And it's a bit of a fit, so you can actually leave it in there and it'll stay there in place. And then what you'll want to do is make sure that your cables don't touch. And then you can insert this onto the wheel. And it should click into the right place. And once it is, we'll put on the 4 screws in the front and then 2 at the top. So you grab your 4mm hex screws. They are all the same length, so you don't have to worry about matching up the right or wrong screws. And I'm just going to lightly thread them in, get all the screws into place, and then we'll tighten everything down. Now when you're doing this, you do want to make sure up here that if you had put all your cables properly, that you're not putting any on between the battery and the handle. You want them all into this hole here so that we can clear them when we put on the top cover and we don't pinch any wires when we screw on the front handle. Okay. Now with this hole right here, you have to make sure that it's lined. Right now there's a gap, so it won't align, but if we press it in into a tight fit, this hole should line up perfectly. And there you have it. So now that this top bolt is in place, we're going to tighten this down. Just a hand tight, and then we'll do the front screws. Tight, and then just a quarter turn. There you go. Now let's do this side over here. So this side again, we're going to throw this screw in. If this is perfectly aligned, this screw should go in just perfectly without any hassle. There you go. We can tighten this down and then we'll cinch up the front bolts. Once it's snug, you can see that this line is perfectly fit all the way at the top. Now when putting the top cover, you'll want to make sure you plug in the display cable, which is near the Ride Connect module at the back. With that clicked into place, we're going to put down our top cover while making sure that none of the cables are being pinched or have the ability to be pinched. With that in place, we'll put all of the screws lightly in first. Now that all the screws are in place, we're going to go and tighten them down one at a time. Now when you tighten them down, just make sure that the body line sits flush with the body, and this will make sure that you have the best eye aesthetic experience. Now lastly, we have the trolley handle. I'm going to place it in the groove and screw it down. With the 3mm screws, 4 of them. With that all done, you should be good to go and turn on your wheel.